If you run a roadside assistance business and you're thinking about running Google Ads, then this video is for you. In this video, I walk through how roadside assistance businesses can run Google Ads in 2026, and we can also talk about which settings are worth paying attention to when running Google Ads campaigns. So let's get started. So guys, if you're a roadside assistance business and you want to run Google Ads to generate phone calls, or you have been running Google Ads and you want to see how you can create your Google Ads campaigns for roadside assistance businesses, then in this video we're going to go through the way of creating your campaigns and structuring your campaigns for your roadside assistance business. This is one of our example account, and this business generates phone calls in the towing industry and in the roadside assistance industry. And they can also provide services like jump starts, tire change, car lockout type of services, which are part of roadside assistance services. So as you can see, in the last 30 days, this business has generated around 562 phone calls and 337 conversions, which can include mostly phone call related conversions. I would say 100% of the goal from running this Google Ads campaign is to generate as many phone calls as possible. Sometimes you might have several phone calls coming from one person and your job is to count them as one conversion. Or sometimes you might have missed phone calls, or there might be some phone calls which might be under 15 seconds, 20 seconds, which might be lower quality. And here the number of conversions are less than the number of phone calls because of those factors. And the cost per conversion is calculated based on these conversion numbers, which is around $17.33. So now we're going to see how we can create and structure your Google Ads campaigns. A quick reminder, I've generated thousands of phone calls using Google Ads. If you want to copy my exact Google Ads campaign structure to generate phone calls, I'm giving it away for free. You can use it as a blueprint or copy it into your own account. Link is in the description below. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and so you can go to the campaign section, and under campaigns, you're going to click on campaigns. And from here, I'm going to show you how you can create your Google Ads campaigns to start generating clicks from Google Ads. And with that way, you can generate phone calls for your roadside assistance services. And before creating your campaigns, I would suggest you to open a keyword planner so that we're going to have some information about the cost of keywords, and also we can make our keyword research with keyword planner. So we're going to go to tools, and the planning, we're going to go to keyword planner and right click and open the keyword planner. And while it is opening, we're going to create our campaign. So click on create campaign, and we're going to create new campaign. And from here, our goal is going to be leads. And here you need to choose your conversion goals, but right now it doesn't matter. You can choose any goal from here, but once you create the campaign, you can pause the campaign and create the relevant conversion goal for your campaign, which is to generate as many phone calls as possible. And you need to track calls from ads, and you need to set up phone call conversion actions. But right now we're going to choose any goal from here, and I'm going to choose phone call leads. But if you don't have this option, you can choose any one of these options from here. So we're going to scroll down and click on continue. We're going to scroll down and select the campaign type. From here, demand gen, video, shopping, display, I wouldn't consider them as relevant. And you can choose one of these two options. And I would suggest you to choose search option from here, because with Performance Max, you need to provide this campaign type with some conversion data. And after that, you can have an idea which kind of conversions or which kind of phone calls you need to consider for your business as a conversion. And we're going to click on search option, and with the right targeting and high quality campaign, it can help us generate high quality phone calls. And once you have some data, later you may consider adding Performance Max campaigns as well. And from here, you can choose two options, website visits and phone calls. And you don't need to provide information here. And after that, click on continue. Scroll down and put a campaign name. And you can put any descriptive name to your campaign. And after that, click on continue. So here we have several options. We can run our campaigns based on the number of conversions, based on the number of clicks, but you may not have enough conversion data, and focusing on conversions initially may not be the right approach, because Google Ads system may not know which kind of clicks are considered as a conversion yet. So that's why we can focus on the number of clicks, but we need to set a maximum cost per click bid limit here, because otherwise the cost per click limits can be really, really high, and you need to put a limit how much you are willing to pay per click maximum. So for that, for your specific location, we need to use the keyword planner. So again, you can go to tools and the planning. You're going to go to keyword planner and click on discover new keywords. And from here, we're going to enter our target keyword, which is roadside assistance. And with one keyword, we can have more keyword ideas available. As you can see, we have 970 keyword ideas available. And you can see they are top of page with high range and low ranges. So it starts somewhere around from, let's say, $2 up to 6, 7, and sometimes close to $10. And of course, we would not be targeting United States. We would be targeting a smaller location. Let's say, as an example, we're going to be choosing New York City as our location, and the numbers should change from here, top of page with low range and high ranges. So let's say our cost per click limits to be able to generate impressions and clicks is around $6. So it is higher than most of these top of page with low ranges, and it can also be higher than top of page with high ranges from here. So we're gonna set our maximum cost per click limit as $6, and we can always increase that to $7, $8 if we don't get enough impressions. So we're gonna go there and set a maximum cost per click limit as $6. And scroll down and click on next. So from here, we're gonna uncheck other networks. So Google Search Partners and Google Display Networks. And we're gonna scroll down, enter another location and advanced search. And we're gonna include a specific location here. Again, as an example, we're gonna include New York City and click on save and scroll down and location options, presence, people in or regularly in your included locations. And the first option was people in regularly in or who have shown interest in your included locations, which we don't want. We only want people who are located in our target location. So we're going to scroll down and languages. I'm going to choose English, but you can add other languages as well. For example, some people might search roadside services in Spanish as well, but if you want, you can add it in Spanish. Otherwise, I'm going to choose only English and scroll down. Political ads, we don't have it. So we don't select this option. Audience segments, we're not going to be using that because we're going to be using keywords for targeting. And click on more settings. Ad rotation, optimize prefer best performing ads, start and end dates. We're not going to put any end date. Ad schedule, let's say with ad schedule, we're going to run all day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. But you can set a custom ad schedule at different times of the day, at different days of the week. And we're going to click on more settings again. Ad rotation we've seen, start and end dates we've seen. Campaign URL options, we're not going to be using that. Page feeds, we're not going to be using that. After that, click on next. And here we don't use AI Max, and I've used that, and so far I don't like it. So that's why we're going to click on next. And keyword and asset generation, again, it's going to use Google AI, and we're not going to be using that. Click on skip. So here we're going to add our keywords. So we're going to go to the keyword planner again and select the target keywords and add them as our target keyword. So guys, I've chosen 8 keywords and we're going to copy them and paste them here. These are roadside assistance near me, emergency roadside assistance, roadside service near me, 24-hour roadside assistance, truck roadside assistance near me, emergency roadside assistance near me, roadside assistance companies, 24-hour roadside assistance near me. This specific ad group only contains roadside assistance type of services. And I'm not including here Jumpstart. I'm not including here tire change, car lockout services, because for them, you can create different ad group. It is just one ad group we're creating. So from these keywords, also, we can make them separate. For example, roadside assistance service types of keywords can be separate, and emergency roadside assistance types of keywords can be separate. So as you can see, these are only roadside assistance types of keywords, and these are generic keywords, which can attract high quality traffic as well. And we can use it for a separate ad group as well. So I'm going to remove it for now. And for emergency roadside assistance service, you can create separate ad groups as well. So that we're going to create our ad group structure more targeted and focused on specific types of service. So I'm going to remove these keywords. And these keywords are just for generic roadside assistance services. And as I told, for other types of services, even for 24-hour roadside assistance service and emergency roadside assistance service, you can create a separate ad group so that your ad group types can be more targeted. And let's say we have chosen these 4 keywords, which are very generic. But of course, you can add more keywords from Keyword Planner. And if you're going to add these keywords without any quotes or brackets here, it's going to be automatically considered as broad match. And if you're going to add them with quotes, it's going to be considered as phrase match. And with brackets, it's going to be considered as exact match. Broad match keywords can attract more broader types of keywords, and the traffic quality might be broader. Sometimes it might include irrelevant search terms as well. And also it might include brand terms, but the cost per click can be cheaper. And with phrase match, it can be more targeted than broad match. And exact match keywords can be very, very targeted, but the cost per click can be too high if you're too focused on the exact match types of keywords. And you might have limited traffic if you only run your campaigns with exact match types of keywords. But the quality can be higher compared to phrase match and broad match. That's why initially for this campaign, we ran our keywords with phrase and exact match versions. So we're going to copy that, and I'm going to use a keyword match type tool so that we can quickly turn them into phrase and exact match combinations. And here I found a keyword match type tool. We're going to add our keywords here and turn them into phrase and exact match versions and make the keyword, and the keywords are ready. We're going to copy the keywords and go back to our Google Ads dashboard and paste them here. As you can see, they're turned into phrase and exact match versions. And after that, we're going to scroll down and work on our headlines and descriptions. So I'm going to add the URL. I'm going to add the phone number. I'm going to add the 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. And I will show you which kind of headlines and descriptions I have added. So guys, I've added the final URL. I've added the call extension, and this call extension section might be at the below section as well. Once you've added the headlines and descriptions, it can be at the assets section, but sometimes you can also see that above your headlines. And you can include your phone number here. And after that, I've added the headlines and descriptions as well. So it can include the relevant service names for the target keywords. And we can include our call to actions. And if you have some unique selling points, you can also include them. Like if you have 5-star reviews, you can say 5-star reviews. If you have 5+ years of experience, you can add them. But of course, if you have 10+ years, that would be even better. And if you have other unique selling points, you can add them as well. And once you have created your headlines and descriptions, we're going to scroll down. We can have images section here. For some accounts, you may not have this image option here. It might happen with new Google Ads accounts, but if you have been running ads for some time, you might have images options here as well. So we're going to add images very quickly. So guys, I've added images, and after that, we're going to scroll down and you can add site links. And the site links are the types of links which can show below your ad. So we're going to quickly add site links. It might suggest you some site links depending on the website content, but you can create the site links by clicking on create. As you can see, these are the site links we've created. We've created 4 site links, but I would suggest you to create at least 6 site links because Google Ads might also show 6 site links depending on the device type the user is using, and that's how your ad can look like if you have added your site links. So we've created 4 site links: about, section, services, reviews, contacts, and you can add your descriptions, or otherwise you can add your site link text, final URLs, and after that click on create. So our site links have been added, and after that click on save. So we're going to scroll down and click on callouts. If you already have callouts, you can add them from here. Otherwise, you can scroll down and add new callouts. And again, the more callouts you have, the better it is. If more of your extensions can show up, your ad can look bigger, and it can also help you to get more clicks because your ads can take bigger space in one screen size. So I've already some callouts, so I'm going to add the existing ones. And I've added 6 callouts. And after that, click on apply. And we're going to scroll down and click on more asset types. And here you can add promotions if you have any promotions. And you can add prices if you want to include prices. And you can include structured snippets. And I would include structured snippets and scroll down and click on plus structured snippets. I'm going to show you an existing structured snippets that I've created. And you can create your structured snippets with that way as well. So car battery jumpstart, roadside assistance, flat tire change, gas delivery service, car unlock services. So these are the types of services your business can offer, or the categories of the services, and they can be included in this text section inside your ad copies. So once you've created your structured snippet, click on save, and we've added the structured snippet and click on save. So we're going to scroll down, and lead forms, we're not going to be using that. Apps, we don't have apps. And after that, click on next. And here we're going to set a custom budget. It is estimating our average CPC is going to be $6, but these numbers might not be correct all the time. But this time it might be close. So let's say you should be getting at least 10 to 15 clicks per day. And with that way, you can get some number of phone calls. But the more you spend, the better it can be. The more clicks you can get, the more phone calls you can get. But initially, let's say we want to get at least 15 clicks. And we've calculated that around $6 cost per click, and 15 times $6, it's going to be around $90 per day. So our daily budget is going to be $90. And after that, scroll down and click on next. So you can review your campaigns from here. And after that, click on publish campaign. So guys, we have created our campaign, and you're gonna go to campaigns. Under campaigns, you're gonna click on campaigns. So we're gonna scroll down, and this is the campaign that we've created. So I would pause this campaign, because if you haven't set up conversion tracking, you might get impressions, you might get clicks, and you might even get phone calls, but you don't know which keywords, ad groups, or campaigns are generating those phone calls. That's why before spending budget on Google Ads, I would suggest you to set up your conversion tracking. So you can go to the goals and the conversions, you can go to the summary, and here you can set up your conversion tracking. So you can have two types of conversions. If you only want to generate phone calls, you can receive phone calls directly from ads, and you can receive phone calls from your website. So you can set up calls happening from the ads conversion action, and you can also set up call conversion actions from the website as well. And once you have set up those conversion actions, then you can start spending and start generating clicks and phone calls. And after that, you can have an idea which keywords are performing better, which areas of your campaigns are cheaper, or sometimes it can be useful for identifying certain areas of your campaigns which can be more expensive. And with that way, let's say certain service areas might be bringing more phone calls, or might be unprofitable at the same time, because it might spend a lot of your ad budget, but it might not receive any phone calls, or it might receive very few number of phone calls. So that's why setting up your conversion tracking before even spending your ads is one of the most important things when running your Google Ads campaigns for roadside assistance services. So once you have done this step, I want to talk about your types of ad groups as well. We have created the campaign, but this campaign had only one ad group. And this was targeting keywords with generic roadside assistance services. And you can create multiple ad groups from here. So you can duplicate that and create another version of the ad group. So that will be focused on emergency roadside assistance services. And you can create another ad group, and that could be focused on tire change. And you can create another ad group, let's say, that would be focused on car lockout. So depending on the types of services you offer and the number of locations you target, your ad groups can be at least 10, if not 15 plus, 20 plus. And again, depending on the types of service you offer or the number of locations you target. And another thing, once you have started generating phone calls, you need to regularly optimize your campaigns, because sometimes you might receive low quality phone calls along with your high quality phone calls, and you need to add some negative keywords. Or you may want to separate your campaigns, because certain areas might be eating more of your budget, and you can create different types of campaigns for higher performing areas, and you can create other types of campaigns for the areas which are not performing better. So depending on the performance of your campaigns, you can make optimizations once you have started generating data. And overall, by making frequent changes and optimizations, you can block certain keywords which are not relevant or unprofitable, or you can allocate more of your budget to certain service areas or certain types of campaigns which can bring even more number of phone calls at a cheaper cost per phone call. And that's how you can regularly optimize your Google Ads campaign. So again, guys, if you want to copy the type of my Google Ads campaign structure, you can click the link in the description below. Or if you guys want my help to generate phone calls for your roadside assistance business, you can also apply to work with me, and we can see whether we can work together. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other videos.